engineered stone or steel.
Hello everybody, I'm Raphael Perry and it's
I wish we had
time
a
for
bloody
some
army.
more Baldur's Gate 3. Now, as some of you may know, a recent patch dropped within the last few days that made a number of changes and improvements to the game. One is quite significant for this playthrough, but not for me personally. According to the patch notes, Minthara will now appear at Moonrise Towers if you knocked her out in Act 1.
How's the barricade coming along?
I did knock her out in Act 1, because Jaria here is a priestess of Elistre, the drow goddess of good drow, redemption, the possibility of a better life. And I wanted to offer Minthara salvation, to redeem her, to see if she could undergo any kind of changes and become a more positive person. At the time, I did not know that this was actually an exploit, and there was a way of knocking her out in Act 1 that would cause her to appear at Moonrise Towers in Act 2. However, that needed to be done a very specific way, which I did not do. To perform the old exploit, you needed to knock her out, you needed to antagonise her without making everyone in the goblin camp hostile, knock her out, and then you could do what you wanted with everyone else. Whereas what I did was go down into the cellar, rescue Halsin, come up, fight some goblins, kill Priestess Gut, go and fight Minthara and knock her out very carefully, using non-lethal damage so she would be unconscious, and then I stole all her stuff, including her underwear. Because if she recovered and came back looking for revenge, I wanted her to have no unfair advantage and she'd have to scrimp and save and salvage what she could and scavenge for gear to come and hunt us with. Now, I've gone and tested, and Minthara does not appear at Moonrise Towers in Act 2. This could very well be because I've already been there. I went and searched the entire building. It turns out she should be in the throne room, on the ground floor, next to the goblins who are being chastised for their inefficient wickedness, trying to justify herself. Clearly, the fact that they dropped the patch the very day after I got to Moonrise Towers for the first time ever, this means this hasn't happened. Additionally, there are two other reasons why Minthara would not appear in Act 2. So first off, the exploit is highly unreliable. Secondly, visiting the Grand Mausoleum and the Gauntlet of Shah before going to Moonrise Towers would prevent her from arriving at Moonrise Towers, and she wouldn't appear. So I've done two things that would not allow her to appear. Additionally, prior to patch 5, so with patch 4 or earlier, entering Act 2 through either of the entrances, moving from Act 1 to Act 2, so up the lift from Grimforge or up the mountain pass from the Githyanki creche. Sorry, I was going to call it the Githyanki sepulchre. I suppose it is a sepulchre after what I did to them, but it's basically a creche. Ironically. Yes, a Githyanki child control unit for emotionally immature, violent creatures. So yeah, entering Act 2 would trigger something under the hood that would remove Minthara from the game if you had not sided with the goblins and slaughtered all the tieflings. So, if you'd recruited Halsin. And to be fair, I didn't really recruit Halsin, he kind of forced himself into my camp against my will, which is unfortunate, but hey, he's okay, you know? So, I have done, I think, 3 things which would prevent Minthara from appearing at Moonrise Towers. I knocked her out in what could slightly be the wrong way. So apparently the wrong way to knock her out is to tell her you're there to kill her, or to kill Draw Ragslim before you kill her, because killing him turns everyone in the goblin camp permanently hostile.
Yeah. There's more where that came from.
I'm pretty sure I knocked her out before I killed him.
Wish we had
I also
stone.
didn't tell her I was there to
Steel.
kill her. I agreed to talk to the prisoner,
I
didn't
wish we had
particularly
bloody
commit
army.
to anything to do with the raid, went and rescued the prisoner after I'd knocked her out, or before, but either way. Yeah. I also came into Act 2 before this patch came out because I didn't know this patch was going to come out. And I went to the Gauntlet of Shah because I thought it was a minor little side
How's the
thing
barricade coming along?
instead of what appears to be a main storyline
Ain't
thing
pretty,
towards the end of the
But it
act.
can take a beating.
It'll need to.
Now,
This place.
Cleric's magic.
I'm
won't
not
hold
that
up the
bothered.
darkness forever.
About Minthara. She's not a character who appeals to me very much. She tends to appeal to the people who liked Morrigan in Dragon Age Origins, or Viconia in Baldur's Gate 1 and 2. And she doesn't really do it for me that much, right? But for Jaria, she was a really important person. She was, I wouldn't, almost enraptured by this
Blood,
woman.
is heavy.
Fascinated by her at least, and clearly wanted to spend more time with her.
Our asses.
Now, if I wanted to do this, there are some mods I could use to try and bring her back into the game, which arguably would work, but it may be possible to do this without mods. If I go all the way back to Act 1 and replay through Act 2, I could come in, go to the last light in, come down here, work my way down this side, cross over here, avoid all of these areas up here, so cross over this bridge here and go straight to Moonrise Towers, and she might be there. That would, however, involve fighting to save some Harpers from the shadows, coming to the Last Light Inn, meeting Jaheira, talking to everyone here again, meeting the Moon Priestess, the fight with the winged ghouls, the fight with the cultists for the lamp down here, and then some other fights in this area, so it would take time. Alternatively, I could come out around here, meet the cultists down here. Is it here? Or no, it's just over here, I think, isn't it? No, it is here. Meet the cultists, go get ambushed here by the Harpers, and then either the Harpers would take the lantern back to the Last Light Inn and I'd have to follow them, or I would watch the Drider get stuck on the ruined building that he'd gone into during the fight because he insists on going in there, and failed to move, and the whole convoy of evil bastards wouldn't move, and I'd be stuck waiting to be able to come down here. If they did actually get freed up and were able to move, I'd be able to come down here and shortcut it in here. Apparently it's possible to persuade the Drider to give you your lantern. I tried that 2 or 3 times, wasn't happening. There wasn't even a dice roll, so I must have clicked some wrong conversation options or something. So what I might do now, as I'm technically not due to record this game tonight, tomorrow night I'm due to record it. So what I can do is play this off camera a bit, load up my old save back in Grimforge, and hope... I'm pretty sure I reloaded a save in Act 1 instead of popping into Act 2 and meeting the Goblin with a torch, and then coming all the way back out here, playing through this off camera over the next couple of days. Maybe they'll patch stuff, who knows. Look, and this would be without mods, of course, just to see if I can get Minthara to appear without mods. Or if the way that I knocked her out counted as her being dead because at the time the patch did not... Now, we have been told that she should appear in Act 2 if you're playing an old save, so it doesn't need to be a new save. But the fact that I've entered Act 2 with her unconscious, and her then being flagged as dead and removed, seems to have prevented that. So I'm going to stop recording here, but the episode will continue, either with me just continuing here and going, look, Jaria, I know you
Yeah. There's more
really
where that came from.
had a bit of a weakness for that crazy, mental, suicidal
Wish we had stone.
nut job
or
of a
steel.
mass murdering maniac.
I
But
wish we had
honestly,
a bloody
lady,
army.
you're better off without her. Seriously. And carrying on with my playthrough. I mean, Jaria would be upset, but she doesn't know, right? She doesn't know unless there's been some weird manipulation in the weave that involves me reloading my Grimforge save and continuing on from there all the way
How's the
back
barricade coming along?
here. So perhaps Gale could weave a powerful spell. The thing is, though, she has formed a close bond with Shadowheart. Well, about as close as a bond can get with Shadowheart, who's really standoffish. And maybe that's better for her, even though Shadowheart is also a very selfish, evil, nasty person. She has underlying tones of something that could be good inside there. You know, she has a conscience, she has regret. She seems more three-dimensional than Minthara, and it might be fun to have Minthara in the party there. So, I don't know, right? But essentially it's like, we've got something positive here already. Why go spoil it? Also, I've come across a sneaking rumour that maybe it would be better not to have Minthara in the party in the late game. But what I can do, of course, is enjoy this alternate save
Despite everything.
and experiment here.
A welcome rest.
So, either I'll be playing from this point, or from the Inn of the Last Light. And I suppose you'll see in a few seconds, whereas I'll find out much later. Okay, see you all soon. After about a week of stolen moments, brief opportunities missed and taken, I've replayed through Act 2 up to the point of entering Moonrise Towers, all the way from Grimforge. I wish I'd been able to get this far sooner, because honestly, if life hadn't been so busy, I might have been able to get this far sooner. I'm going to go in there now, and I shall see if Minthara is present. I'm not going to be too cut up if she's not, but it's been an interesting experiment to discover whether reloading the save from Act 1 and coming all the way here, therefore, you know, the stuff that happens when Act 2 begins that takes her out of the game, which happened because before the patch, that's the way the game was done, you know, under the hood, behind the scene. Oh, great. Behind the scenes, as it were. Oh dear. Were different then. If she is not present, I will know that she would need to be rendered unconscious prior to this patch affecting the save. And so it's something that happens when she gets knocked out, rather than something that happens when Act 2 begins. Or maybe I did it ever so slightly wrong last time. And honestly, I can imagine a lovely little scene in camp with Jaria crying her eyes out because she found out that Minthara was at Moonrise Towers and then moved on elsewhere, slunk away with her tail between her legs, essentially. And, yeah. I can imagine some of her companions weighing in. I can imagine Lae'zel saying, "Ah, what did you want with that, Kachuk?" And, you know, maybe, let's see now. Names are currently eluding me. Maybe Karlak would lay her hand on her shoulder and say, "Look, you know, maybe you're just better off without her, okay? She, you know, she's a pretty nasty person, you know." And Gale might, you know, try and calm her down and help soothe her tears. And I imagine Shadowheart would be emotionally hurt at Jaria being so emotionally invested in someone else. and maybe turning away to hide her expression as she realizes the depth of emotion that this woman has for her. Right, let's head on in and see how it goes. Oh, I'm just going to quickly check. Because we did take all her stuff, including her underwear. And YouTube can be very fussy about this kind of thing. Show genitals is turned off. Show cinematic nudity is turned off. Look, this ain't sexual. She might actually just have, like, a sheet wrapped around her or something. Or she could just not be there at all. Let's go in and find out.
That's far enough.
His thoughts invade your own, probing for purchase. Your parasite purrs in recognition.
Ah, one blessed like myself. What news, true soul?
That's for your superiors to know.
Right enough.
You'll find Z'rell in the audience chamber, true soul. She'll be wanting to hear from you.
Let's hope this Z'rell likes what we have to say.
Not going to give lip service. Oh, funny little story about that. Maybe I'll bring it up later. Not going to give lip service to their belief. Not going to taint my lips with their foul perversion of faith. I don't even want to look on the map.
This is the place. This is where we'll discover the secret of the absolute.
I'll center my eyes on the middle of the screen,
The disciple will want to see.
and then we shall learn. I glanced at the map. She would appear to not be here. Not even remotely. So, since the things that happen at the start of Act 2 under the hood have not affected this outcome,
Considering how close we
What's
are
this?
to the conclusion of our efforts,
oh, that's
I
Jaria.
ask you
Okay,
again,
I was wondering why it was
why
white.
am I here?
Well then, there we are. So then, I think we would have to go back and replay most of Act 1. I'm not going to do that. So I'll reload the appropriate save. It's here, isn't it? So that was our Grimforge save going into Act 2. This is our Beyond the Veil save going through Act 2. And this is our Dark Times regular playthrough in this shadowed realm. So yeah, I think Jari is going to have to live with the disappointment. Ah well. Maybe it's for the best after all. I suspect that at this stage, Minthara doesn't have a lot of redemption content, if any at all. She was a pretty thoroughly wicked individual. And in all honesty, she may betray the party or do other wicked things that would just not be in our best interest whatsoever. At least I made the effort, and now I know. Oh, we're getting this load screen again? It's been a while.
See any movement out there?
So we've done a lot of this. Wake up, art, colour. Now, something about that. Something I may have forgotten or may not have noticed on a previous playthrough, but I learned on the next one, is that Art Color's fingernails are callous. His fingertips are calloused, as if performing carpentry, or working with manual tools, or playing some kind of stringed instrument. As we're looking for something of his that will help bring him back, it may be an instrument that is high up on the tree. The tree that grows over the House of Healing and the Grand Mausoleum. It may be worth trying to climb that thing and search around here. We've explored most of this area. There are some more things in Moonrise Towers we could do without antagonizing our enemies. But overall it seems like we just want to be over here, basically. As it is now nearly 4 in the morning, I should probably...
Cleric's magic won't hold out the darkness forever.
I mean, look, it's been about a week since the beginning of this episode. I might as well put in another break, go get some rest, go do busy stuff I have to do early in the morning tomorrow, and then tomorrow night come back to you all with a fight. Yeah, this is all going to be one episode. This is all going to go together in one upload. It should all be fine. Continuing the theme of this being one long, very disjointed episode. Oh my goodness, now it's like gone 6 in the morning. The following night, well, the morning after next, essentially. Yeah, I know. I'm going to go do disjointed stuff. I've got an hour or two before I'm interrupted. And... here's what I want to do.
Need to find a way forward.
First of all, I want to travel along here. The nurse on reception doesn't want to let me into the building. Now, that's her job. I can get in up here, but that's not what I'm trying to do. I want to work out... Ah! So, mushroom, skeleton, pig's head. Now, come on, Emma. What I want to do is get on the other side of the building over here. And yes, I could obviously sneak in. Library and records. Actually, that's a really good idea. We should probably try and get in there at some point as well. Now, if I'm looking for something instrumental, he says. By which I blatantly mean something like a musical instrument that might be on the ground. Oh, hello. Yeah, around here, essentially. Healer's Ledger, I should probably try and read that at some point. If I go in there, the nurse on reception will accost me. And that's not my intent. Well, I can always return here at a later date. So now what I want to do is go over here to that... it is inside the grounds, isn't it? Wait. apparently I don't get to interact with this. Might be able to drag it around a bit. No, no. Okay, fine. So maybe it's suggesting that up here something is buried, or it's just, you know, the hole in the ground right in front of it. But essentially, I'm wanting to get back up on here, and I want to mind the holes in the roof, because I don't want to fall down, get any trouble with the Mother Superior, or whatever she is. Now, this would be that library and records section. That was oh so locked away. I want a way down there without... Bloody hell, lady, I didn't mean doing that. At least your fellow companions seem to have a little more sense. And that's not saying much, by the way. Look, you lot not moving at all, because,
Let's try this way.
yes, the way that involves staying on the roof. Oh, goodness. Okay, I see. Oh, dear. Right, look. It's fine. What the bloody hell? Okay.
What now?
No! Oh, you... We're not supposed to be in here. If we're in here, the lady over there will give us a... Well, I found a way around her. Oh, completely unintentional. I was trying to get out there. Now what's... Staff betting pool, that coming. Urgent request for supplies. Why do I get the feeling this place was let down? Hello.
Don't call the doctor yet. I've got potions, sutures. I know I can do this. Oh, you're a patient. This is the children's ward. Triage is back that way.
That's Arabella's father. Or was Arabella's father.
That's a woman. Oh, the body she's working on. Oh, that's really bad. Let me guess, he was fine until she started stitching him up. So lock. And Chimera. Both of them. Oh no, it is both of them. And now she's an orphan. Oh, now she's probably going to stay at our camp forever. Oh.
I'll do better. And the patients will be better. And it will all be fine.
Why are you treating a dead body?
Not dead. Merely medicated. To ease the pain.
Deception. And this would cheer her up? I'm sorry, I can't do this. This is the kind of thing Shadowheart might do. I'll leave. This is bad. No, I came looking for these people, didn't I? Oh. Okay, no, we found what we needed to. So, oh, I wanted to point this actually. Rescue, find Zevlor, not rescue Zevlor. Right. Find Moll. She was carried away by the winged gargoyles, so she could be anywhere. And we haven't actually met any of those yet. Now, they were sent by... what's his name? A violin. Wait. We could try. No, that's not the kind of... You normally bow a violin, don't you? Gale.
Which way to the nearest library?
Might as well check.
Forthwith.
And outside... Aha!
Looking ahead.
This vast obstacle stands in our path. So we may as well go around it. Now, this, annoyingly, feels like another small location. Like, oh so small. Feels like it should be larger. So we can clamber up here. And up here. And if we want to get down there, that does not look like something that can be climbed. This, however, all does. So let's go all the way back down here. Should have jumped across there. Right. Really now? Oh, come on, game. Fine. I don't believe you, but okay. Alright, will you follow me? All of you. You will. Excellent. Because I have half a mind to go and explore this sepulchre, this old tomb, this thing that looked like a mine. This thing not down here. I think it's over there. It's away from the main building and may lead under it in some way, but it feels like it should be explored.
Look at this place. Such horrors defy description.
Silence can be best. Give it a try sometime.
Oh, don't be mean to him. He's more fun than most of the rest of you lot.
That's curious.
Yes, it is. There was something in the shadows called all of the rest of the level. Let's see if we can find any more. That's a lot of pole arms for a medical facility. Okay, a large pair of double doors. And a skeleton just sitting on the edge with its head in its hands. These doors don't appear to be locked, so they do not seem to be operated elsewhere. Let's blatantly press this button then. Come on, you. It's right here. And we'll pretend we've done a Skyrim dungeon backwards and found the secret door that leads us to the entrance. But this time it's actually capable of being operated from both sides. So we have a dead body. Burned dead body. Stacked towels. Is this a patient who could not be cured and was highly infectious? There's another. This is really actually... Ooh. You know what we should do? They're probably too badly damaged to speak to. Oh really? Furzu's Ring of Trading. You know what? I'm going to try anyway.
Whatever comes, I'm ready.
No target. No target.
Still alive?
Definitely.
So that's progress.
Oh, and a bloody great big treasure chest. Strange tendril amulet. Oh, I see. Oh! Interesting. No, that's not. That's a cloak slot. That's not an amulet slot. Okay, okay. This is starting to fall behind in efficaciousness now. Okay.
Moving in.
Well, let's see what we can learn about the facility. That's a lot of blood. That appears to be fairly fresh and not dried too much. Okay. So we got a couple of options here. Nobody else seemed to get poisoned. We could try burn away the poison. That feels dumb.
Strange. The left from his door has been wiped.
There we go. Now the poison's spreading around. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Ooh, okay. Let's go to here. Get out of that poison cloud. Just a little bit of this. I wonder if greater zombies are like Juju zombies used to be. They seem to bring their own poison clouds with them. Ow. My goodness, ow. Hey look, well it's not gonna hurt us, is it? Allegedly. I mean, if the poison catches fire and burns us all up, that's another matter. Ow. Obviously just around here. Seems kind of good. Kind of, it's not ideal. Say no. I'm not going to save it. I'll do some damage. And a bit of protection. By which I mean extra health to keep him on his feet. And protect him from the dead status. Okay, we appear to be surprised. Out of rage charges? Okay, we'll just go hit this one.
Show him who you are.
That ought to do it. And then get out here where the fight is. Sure, protector of a shield, not that it helped much. Take the hit. Just to make sure we got everything. Oh, it's much larger. That's fine, yes. Should have done that before moving. A little bit of fire. Goes a long way.
Out is through.
Leave it. Do we have a no sweeping attack? That's unfortunate. Oh, really? Okay. Go on, finish it off. There you go, my dear. Lovely. Are you coming? No. Good. You can stay over there then, for all I care. And get burned a little. There we go. Oh, really? There we go. We'll clean these up and continue our investigation. Leave it. Poison won't do much against these. Oh, come on. How the fuck did that know? How did it know he wasn't wearing armor and was more vulnerable and... Yeah, take the piss there.
Can't stay idle.
Right. Vague feeling of necessity. And I do mean vague. Nah, we're good. Give him a little more healing to help him last until the inevitable short rest after this high damage encounter. You know what? Whack it with a stick.
Where do I go from here?
Sometimes a non-magical solution is the easiest. And most effective.
I got this.
Swords meet sorcery.
It's fine. You're alive. It's all good. Save it.
I'm heating up.
Oh, that's not good. We can't have her do that. Yeah, that almost never seems to happen. We should probably just get her the other shield instead. So, a not overly damaging encounter, but still a somewhat taxing one. Oh wow, really? Okay. Just enough to use up some resources. So there doesn't seem to be much in here for us to discover.
Breathe
Yet.
deep and move.
Aha. Well, we discovered something. One of us appears to have not been moving. Let's remedy that.
Let's see what my touch can do.
Ooh, a challenging one. Oh, and open it shall be. Don't make me regret this now.
What path lies before me?
Okay. Regretting it already. I see stained towel. Yeah, you're thinking blood. I'm not necessarily thinking that particular bodily emission. That is a very bright light. Severed pelvis. Jar of congealed blood. I mean, in this circumstance, yeah, sure. Blood is probably the most obvious thing. This is not a healthy hospital. Potion of superior healing. Hill giant strength. Blood bank log. And a potion of greater healing. I see the opulent chest, don't be afraid.
Nasty surprise. Caution is warranted here.
And trap,
Ready and
okay.
willing. As you wish.
Blood and bodily fluid. Addendum the first. It is no longer necessary to log names. Race or creature type is sufficient. MT. Something form, no doubt. Addendum the second. You will use either the term donor or vessel when describing a source of extraction. Victim is an ugly and inaccurate word. Name redacted. Race half-elf. Occupation farmer. Cause of death extremity amputation. Extraction fluid blood. Notes. Cadaver dumped in canal. Name redacted. Race human. Occupation unknown. Cause of death live extraction. And he says victim is an inaccurate word. Extraction fluid blood. Lymph spinal fluid. What, all of it in one go? No wonder they died. Notes. Refused toll payment. Cadaver cremated after extraction. Name unknown. Race ogre. Occupation ogre. Cause of death fatal wounds to skull and torso. Extraction fluid blood. Notes. Corpse confiscated by Balthazar. So he may have an ogre. That could explain some of the large hulking things at his disposal. But this continues for many pages. And speaking of continuing,
Time to waste.
let's see what we have here. A potential disaster, no doubt. You know what, we'll go for girlfriend bonus, why not? It might just happen. Oh, yeah, I'm thinking that ain't gonna work. Okay, sure. We'll go one more time at... Oh my god, okay. Against all the odds. Now let's get that lock open. For this we have lockpicks, which are a different kind of reroll. A kind we will apparently need. Sorted. The difficulty wasn't too high, we've just been having some bad rolls recently.
Let's get going.
But that's okay. Eversight ring. Blind immunity. The wearer cannot be blinded. That could be good for someone. Potion of haste, pearl and some dosh. Okay. I think we've come across... Wait.
Very well. What's that?
It's a giant lever. Karabasan's poison. I discovered all too late that but I was making things much harder on myself than necessary. There was no need for such complex chemical experimentation. No, foolish me. I ought to have turned to that which has already been perfected by nature. Fortunately, my research led me to the carapace of a carrion crawler, which contains a paralytic agent so powerful I must be quite cautious not to breathe it in during the refinement process, lest I fall asleep at my workbench. Yeah, Gale is definitely understanding that this man is no decent doctor. Tissue and organ register. Donor, unidentified gnome. Recovered bladder, left lung. Cause of death, unknown necrosis. Notes, gangrenous skin, distal extremities missing. Donor, unidentified dwarf. Recovered, left hand, both feet, brain, left hemisphere. Cause of death, abdominal hole, arcane origin. Notes, run through by lightning. Brain's right hemisphere scorched. Donor, unidentified human. Recovered skeletal remains only. Cause of death, cremation, arcane origin. Notes, delivered in urn. The list goes on. The final entry includes an extensive note inked in a flowing script. Keferic promised the finest of specimens, yet Balthazar provides naught but dregs for my research. A spleen here, a finger there, an intact head if I'm lucky. That bloody necromancer has kept the finest cadavers for himself. I will talk to my nephew. Whether he listens is another matter. It's worth pointing out that
my step.
The Harpers informed us that someone murdered the entirety of Keferic Form's family the same night that the Harpers went to kill him, or the night before the Harpers went to kill him, and that it looks highly suspicious. And we do have this distinct feeling that he is a, yeah, like a Ravenloft Dark Lord. Let's see what happens when I pull this and hope it's nothing bad. Nothing obvious has changed, even with the poison clouds outside. Ah well. Let's head back. They're not following, are they? Because it's a harmful surface. Oh. Or then again, maybe they are. You two coming or what? Who? Oh my god, okay. Gale?
A long way from Waterdeep.
Wanna dance?
No, we want to get out of the poison.
Yeah.
And out means out.
No rest for the wicked, I see.
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have. These boots
Let's
have
just
seen
leave
everything.
this place. I have no indication what that lever did. Now this nurse can just sit there on reception and wait. We're not going to wait around forever. To Chief Chirurgeon. Yes, it is chirurgeon. It is an old word that is the root of the word surgeon. To Chief Chirurgeon, Harbourside Hospital, Baldur's Gate. From Sister Anna Lidwin, Dark Cloak, Rifewin House of Healing. Urgent. Dear Sir or Madam, we have reached dire times in Rifewin. War has come. Do you not teach us that it is our duty to mend all who break, comfort all who ail without regard for the gods they worship or the champions they heed? Yet our surgeon, Malice Form, MT, abides by his own creed, the will of Shah, he might say, and I do not argue with him, or any form. He allows supplies to dwindle, leaves some patient's injuries to fester so he may study, and commands me to nurse only dark justiciars that seek treatment. I beg you, sir or madam, please deliver us aid so I might close every tear and close every wound, even those of harpers and selenites. We will humbly accept all you can offer. Potions, herbs, sutures, even clerics. Help us to heal. With gratitude, Anna Lidwin. Anna without the H, because people have forgotten to spell names like Anna or Sarah for some reason. Right, these doors will open. This walkway, on the other hand, yeah, so this is like a balcony overlooking the space below. And below is a macabre scene indeed. Malice Form, with what appears to be very mechanical arms. What a small location. And a number of the Nightmare Sisters. He's preaching the wicked ways of the goddess. Shadowheart, take note. This is what your faith is leading you towards. Now these doors, are they gonna... No, they didn't slide out and block off the sides. That's good. Well, here we go. Here we go indeed.
The objective of the Scalpel Sisters is to soothe. For the scalpel indeed is an extension of Shah. See how the patient reacts when I but stroke the right nerve. Hear its comfort, hear the very melody of mercy. Pray,
Again.
sister, show us the extent of your beneficence. Stop. Stay your hand, for it slaps where it should stroke. We can hardly hear the patient's sighs of solace. Perhaps it is our unexpected audience that makes you quiver. Come, step forward. You are no sister, but that matters none. Every student is welcome.
Again, a suitable reminder that this is an adult game containing grown-up, mature themes. What wrong has this man done to deserve such torture?
Behold, sisters, the very face of ignorance, one who mistakes tenderness for torture. Go on, acquaint the face of ignorance with the true object of our studies.
Absence.
Absence. No other word captures the heart of Shah so very perfectly. It is the scalpel-led journey that leads from pain to peace.
What the fuck is this loon talking about?
See? What is the light of eyes but the cancer that causes one to witness the laceration of being? If light is the symptom, then darkness is the cure. For in light there is presence, but in darkness there is absence.
In light is presence, in darkness, absence.
But you, look how the sucker of Shar eludes you. See how painfully present you remain. We do not wish to see you suffer so. Let us cure you.
You are the cause of the only suffering here. I am duty-bound to end you.
Oh, but hush. Hold still. Let there be an end to your suffering.
This cannot be good. Gale, get that fireball ready. We behold much wickedness. And a patient who... oh, probably shouldn't be in the middle of a fireball. Alright, let's see. How about good old reliable? And anticipate extreme mental reach from his arms, be able to attack all the way out here or something. Yes, do come closer. Why are they trying to get to the middle of our group? And why is she trying to get up there? Is she trying to come around behind us? So be it then. Alright.
This flesh must be flayed. The next instrument, sister. Blood has pooled in the brain.
Not trepanning.
I must open the cranium.
I see you up there. Right there. Oh, that's awkward. Okay, let's move to here. And if we do drop that fireball... oh, so... can we get it here? We can. Excellent. Let's do that. Wasn't expecting it to affect him very much, but the others ever so slightly. I should really examine my foes. She's probably not the right person to do it. Oh, so close. Okay.
Another fight. Let's go.
I'm going to presume these are all the same. I'm also going to presume she's going to die to Spirit Guardians next turn. Especially if I just cast it again right now. So. Nothing overly special. Oh, resistant to fire and necrotic damage. Very useful to know. This could explain why he took so little damage as well. Oh no, that's not good. We don't want to have our brains scooped out. No, trepanning isn't... it's drilling a hole in the skull. We don't want that either. How is someone designated a patient? Does he have some kind of grappling attack or special ability? Yep, there's that fire resistance. And all physical as well. Non-magical attacks, but like magic weapon hit. Okay. How about... and undead. Excellent stuff. That appears to not be a concentration spell. Excellent. There we go. Somewhat expected. Okay, that's a lot of health. Killing these doesn't seem to reduce his health, so there should be a way. Good start. Then if we move out to here, this way. Got her. Now where are you going, Sister Anya? You're coming back down the way you came, aren't you? Yes. Glad to know your sightless depravity has been confused and befuddled for a round or two. Yeah, we'll go with the lightning, why not? Because of the... I know he's the one with the physical resistance. Uh-oh. Oh, that's bad.
Not going to last much longer. Your wish guides my hand.
Gale. Spells. Fun spells. That looks good to me. Except it's not because of the fire resistance. Oh well. This way, if she tries to run away, she might fall over.
Can't even catch my breath.
I'm going to have to go with calm emotions instead. Can't have us being scared and running away. Sometimes, in fact often, clerical spells are more important than attacking. Now, we found a very big healing potion. Superior? No. There we go. Much better. And, surely... No! Well, well, well. Oh, that worked nicely, sluggardly. Can't make an attack of opportunity against his most recent attacker. Okay, fall over on the ice, will you? Oh, excellent! Double excellent, great. Well, that was quick. Oh no.
The leech for draining humors most foul.
Paralyzed? How was she paralyzed? He didn't use anything, but he did fall over.
Torment.
Spread the love. Not enough movement. Can't jump. Well, take those. How about we throw something? That'll do. Right. Bit of an issue. He's heavily resistant. Yep. Climb the stairs of the operating theatre, or rather the seats. Why is she paralyzed? It makes little sense. Yeah, come down and get blinded. Oh, not confused. Confusion can lead to accidental consumable item use. Okay, yep, lovely. We'll look into that in a bit. Probably not much we can do about it. Okay, he's saved, so that's good. You know what? Sure. Ah, shit. Went a bit wide there. Do we have anything that would allow us to teleport? Probably not, but... This is not what we need. Oh! Well, well, well. Yeah. Me? And I'd like to go all the way over here, please. There we go. Better than nothing. Ow. We can work with this. What's she doing to him? She's giving him some kind of bonus. Okay, that's a lot of damage. Alright. We need... neither of those. First off, yes. Secondly, we don't want our allies caught in the thing at all. Not a lot we can do about that. Okay. No. If we just focus on reducing some of these. Come round here. We might just have to keep hitting him really hard, but there's got to be a better solution.
Survival is all that matters.
Right. Yeah, look, about that. Okay. So you resist fire, won't resist the other things. So he's technically... Oh no, he is undead. Interesting. Throw out level 1 over there. There we go. Leave it. And she does have a healing potion. Here we go. We can work on that. Must not click this button. Okay. You know what? Bit of protection from undead. Not a bad idea.
Let's cover with fire, baby.
Still no anger. Well then, what other options are at our disposal? Charisma save, you say? Oh, okay. There we go.
What now?
Can you finish this one off? Yes. Probably better just stay where you are. Oh, okay. Whatever it is, he's up to no good. Alright, fine. Oh, that's a lot of ice that's been restored. Do it, lady.
I won't give in.
Tried. And can I push you away, please? No. Excellent. He keeps bringing that one back. She must be his favourite. There must be something I'm not doing. But if he's taking full damage from this, that's really bad. That's not very good at all.
Fuck yes.
Yep, twat him again. Big time.
Blood comes easy these days.
Oh, that's really low. Okay. What can we do? Not fire damage, obviously. What can we do to change? It's already, isn't it? Okay, sure, just do it. Leave it. Drive a push. Carry on. Okay, getting mildly bothersome. Request surgical instruments, so she's going to have to try and give him something. But she's just had a turn and may drop before she gets her next. So I don't have a scroll of summon elemental or anything. Don't have a lot that's overly helpful, but that's a start. Okay, stick it on yourself.
So much for peace.
You know what? Because we're here. No! Okay. What fun and exciting things can we do that might, just might, sway the balance here? I mean, honestly, it's just not a lot, is it? Okay, we'll just try hitting him with violence then. There must be a better solution. Like killing his patient. I'm serious. Keep trying, lady. You'll get some backup in a bit. And now she gives him the nastiness. Ow. Yeah, we honestly probably should just replace that shield with the other one that has the special ability. And ouch. Actually, this kind of works. Never mind the puddle. Okay. Probably nowhere near as dangerous as it is in 3rd editional Pathfinder.
Now this is my happy place.
This is your happy. Don't ask. That wasn't much, was it?
Nothing will stand in my way.
Excellent stuff. And the push, please. Predictable but fun. Okay, that's annoying. Extremely annoying. We can work with this. Okay, here's what we want to do. Run away from him and not get hit. It's a very good start. Split them that way. Come on, you. If he's blinded, back up, lady. And maybe seek some curative item, of which you appear to have none. It's still there. I must remember this. Okay. Big level 3 heal then. Where the hell is he going? Oh, fuck off! He's blind! He doesn't even know where she is. I mean, no, he's literally permanently blind anyway. Right? You plan. It makes it... Oh, for fuck's sake. Kinda sense. And if he is blind, which he's apparently not now...
Time to push my luck again. Need to find a way forward.
Come on. How many times do I have to click it? Right, there we go. Ugh, not good. Although... Huh. And he's just gonna... Okay, he went for someone else after all. Good. Oh, now he's just... almost summoning them. Okay. Can I go pick this up? Because it's kind of in the wrong place. I can. Don't make me regret this. Yep, it just refreshes the whole surface, making it harder for Karlak to disengage. Which she can't do anyway, because she's just got up. But she can just stagger away. I may have... Yes. No, not fire. They resist fire. Hello. Oh, hello. Is there a way that doesn't involve... Oh, that's a long way. Right, okay. Well, if I walk around to here... There we go. That worked nicely. Leave it. Back up. Leave someone healthy there to take the hits. Stand here to try and protect Karlak. Not that it's working, mind. Because he fucking cheats. My god, he cheats so bad. Okay, I'll just go pick her up then. Drink it. It might buy you some time. We're getting a lot of advantage to hitting.
Take two.
Wait, if she does have a... Oh. Watch him go for Karlak again completely. Because he cheats. Okay. Changed his mind after he got hit there. Excellent.
Gods, it's hot in here.
You know what? Yes. But also, no. Maybe use one of those lightning bolts on him soon. I think we just need to press the attack and hope we hit him. You know, I think we're in another one of those situations where they've just padded him with hit points. But he's not actually that dangerous as an opponent. What, he's blinded her? Okay, let's, sure. There we go. Now. Worth it, I think. Very worth it. We're on the brink here. Yep. Oh yes!
Horrific display! There is no red deeper than a Sharon's blood.
You hear that, Shadowheart?
That put the wind back in my sails.
You know what? It's your faith. You do the looting. Money. Surgeon's Subjugation Amulet. Paralyzing critical. I see. Once per long rest, when scoring a critical hit on a humanoid, the wearer can paralyze the target for 2 turns. Battered loot. We know who this is going to. Crystalline lens. Okay, so it's for making stuff. Hook. Key. Supply pack and some wood bark, which is also alchemical. Okay.
No one back home will ever believe this.
No, don't let him run into the shadows where he'll die. Okay. Someone who's not overly encumbered.
I must keep going.
Where'd he go? Please tell me he didn't run out there. He probably did. Every page of this medical text is crisp and unblemished, and every quill stroke precise. Sharon aphorisms and general philosophies accompany the explicit diagrams and surgical guidelines. Only with sacrifice is mastery gained. So has Our Lady said, and so I say to you, dearest reader. The darkness is infinite, but a master's teachings are not. When his wisdom is exhausted and his pupils fully versed, there shall come time for one final lesson. He will become the subject, fully laid bare for his students to consult, examine, and dissect. The sisters shall one day know me, first in whole, last in part. Only then will they be masters. Padded chairs. Painted chest. Poisoner's gloves. We haven't made extensive use of poison in this playthrough.
Quite ready for you. It shall be done.
I wish there was more we could have done for that man. Like Car's Lesser Restoration and to remove blindness, which probably wouldn't work because he literally had no eyes to see with again. Would need some kind of greater restoration or regeneration, surely. An excerpt from a book in which Iphigene Morgros discusses the strange theistic history of mortals becoming gods. Flashbacks to Raistlin in Dragonlance trying to become a god. Raistlin was interesting because Dragonlance had a rule that characters were not allowed to progress above 18th level, and Raistlin insisted. He was so powerful he went to 19th, and then to 20th, and challenged Takhisis herself, who fucked him up, basically, really badly. When you challenge a 5-headed dragon, each of whose heads do a number from 1 to 10,000 per bite. What was it? It was like, when a bite hits, she chooses a number from 1 to 100. And then she rolls a d100 and multiplies it by that. So, yeah. There have been many lords of death who cast judgment upon souls lost and found alike. Among them was Kelemvor, a hard man of harder convictions. As a mortal man, he was a mercenary, with a paladin's stoic beliefs hidden under a crust of scowls and grumbles. As Lord of Death, he was forced to mellow both aspects of himself, for the impulses of a man and a god are not consummate. Mortals are allowed caprice, but immortality wears that stone smooth quickly, and Kelemvor chose cool prudence over cold malice. Oh shit, what if the person on the operating table was Faniel? No, I think I've screwed that over already, but let's see. An excerpt from Magritte Og's Therapeutics. Og? Discussions with the Oneiromancer yield nothing of merit so far. New incense and hallucinogens trigger nothing. Another fruitless day. Something's happened. The Oneiromancer suggested something one of her own clients recommended. She refuses to divulge the name of the substance, but her dreams are scrawled on the nearby blank canvas as we'd intentioned. Here is what the painting shows. Depictions follow of weird lumbering shapes sailing over cities, metal windmills attached to their sides, and here oblongs fitted with wheels tearing locomotive across a track, and here a mechanized person waving directly at the viewer. So, metal windmills. Oh, it's aeroplanes. It's literal airplanes. It's not mindflayer vessels. Oblongs fitted with cars. Mechanized person and a robot. Ugh, hideous, repulsive visions.
Is that blood? No, never mind.
An important key. We should take that key. It may be very useful for these blatant doors.
Best be on my way.
I can fully expect the remaining 2 nurses outside to be relatively hostile.
What's hiding here?
I can also expect the sisters themselves to not have very much of use.
Elminster's not around, so it might as well.
When you're low on spell slots, Gale, that might just come in useful.
Moving ahead.
Oh. Yeah, we don't want to drill for drilling into people's heads. Yeah, let's just give those to our resident torturer. I like the fact that since the last patch we can now send things to people who are in camp as well as just people who are in the active party.
Lost in thought.
Well, focus, lad.
With haste.
The stained, well-thumbed pages with travelling advice that seems to be decades out of date. Those who seek to journey to the coast from the interior regions lying to the east will typically seek out the Risen Road. Running parallel to the river Chionfar, the Risen Road provides an overland route all the way from Elturel to Baldur's Gate, and has proven tempting to travellers seeking an alternate to the river barges that sail the Chionfar. A portion of the road, approximately halfway between Elturel and Baldur's Gate, has in recent years developed into an enclave for Saloon worship, with a temple of not insignificant splendour lying near the road. Indeed, an entire village, Moonhaven, has developed alongside the temple and can provide food and shelter to weary travellers. Further east lies the citadel of Moonrise Towers, where a toll is required for onward passage of goods and folk alike. Some are tempted to go off-road in order to avoid the toll. However, bandits and other dangers may cause them to pay a much steeper price.
In for a surprise?
I don't think she was part of the fight, was she? No. Ah, there we go. Give the wizard some reading material. Lunar Dark Lies. Well, we know someone who is familiar with the dark lies of the moon. That book was so bright it looked like it might be a separate item that could be interacted with. This scroll is filled with soothing, persuasive arguments, encouraging the sick at heart to turn themselves from Sehanine worship. The Moon Maiden, as the goddess is called, Sehanine Moonbow, will whisper naught but lies. No problem solved, only a sense of fondness that is as cold as the lunar marina, seas of empty pale dust, and even that gradually fading for the worshipper. As an alternative, the scroll speaks of Shah, who whispers only truth. Her fondness is warm, unexpectedly so for a goddess of darkness, grief, and nihilism. But why should that be unexpected? The sick at heart will find only succor and blessings in the embrace of she who understands them best. Yeah, pretty unwholesome. We'll give it to the nasty bastard who likes that kind of thing. And oh, grief. Yeah, we're going to be selling a lot of these surgical tools when we're done here. So, a disappointingly small area, considering how it looked like it could have been quite a big thing. We found a battered loot, I believe it was. And we... Okay, we probably should go upstairs and see what we can... I wonder if anything could have been observed from up here. That would have been useful. There is a button. We know not what... Is that a lift that goes up and down? It looks like it may be. So someone could come up here, pull the lift. So we could probably have observed from up here a bit. I think we might... Let's go face the remaining 2 nurses. You are a horrible receptionist and cannot be allowed to continue. No. The door is here.
The doctor's found oblivion. Well, no time to mourn. I'll fix this without him.
I see you have some medical supplies on hand. Can you spare any? I'm going to do something really morally ambiguous here.
I will sell you what I can, once I've stabilized the patient.
Very well, I don't believe you. Dead and dead, we can't... I was thinking for a moment we might be able to stabilize them with a... What do you call it? A healing word. Now you, evil lady, are probably also going to be stuck in a loop of not helping us. Alright, we're done here. Then let at least one thing positive come out of this. And then he's going to be like, go and play hide and seek with the evil child. And we'll be like, we lost already. And he's like, okay, you're fucked. Because we could ask the evil shadow child about Faniel. A topic we couldn't particularly raise with anyone else. Hey, Darren, got some heavy stuff here. Could you take it off us?
Can't sleep, so I might as well hammer. Need anything?
Oh, I know that feeling. Let's see what you got, man. What has she picked up that is so... I mean, it's all of it. It's the total weight of everything, right? But it's still...
No time to dally.
Maybe it's just all the food supplies.
I applaud your taste.
Damn, it's good to be alive.
Probably send those to camp. I don't think we'll be using those again. Or will we? Ooh.
I'll be here if you need anything else.
Yeah. There's more where that came from.
Also, I've got a nagging suspicion.
What a vicious-looking creature. I swear its eyes are following me.
Okay, we can't search that for the treasure. Alright, let's go and do the right thing. Where's our friend gone? He's suddenly not here anymore.
Daniel and me are climbing up a tree.
He keeps saying Thaniel's name. He must know more.
Where the hell were you,
We
man?
need to rouse him.
I found a lute. It seems to have belonged to the Flaming Fist.
Good. Its music might help restore him. Show it to him.
Yeah, don't ask me to play it. Oh no! Am I gonna fluff this really badly, or...? Okay.
Daniel! He's still trapped there. He needs help.
Calm.
Oh shit,
breathe.
no.
You've been trapped in the Shadowfell for a century. Take a moment to clear your mind.
A century?
A century?
You're Halsin. Daniel said to find you. You must help him, please.
I will, but I need to know where Thaniel is. If I venture into the Shadowfell blind, I will never find him.
I'm not sure I can put it into words. The landscape there shifts and changes.
I'll let Halsin... Right. He will know what to look out for, what to listen. He might not think to ask for it.
Lavender. Whenever I saw Thaniel, I always smelled lavender.
Why is he scowling so much?
I can work with that. Rest now. Meet me by the lakeshore. I have what we need to proceed, but I'll need your help. Be ready. This may prove perilous.
What lake? Oh, the one right outside here. Yeah, look, not even remotely ready. We need to rest. And in all honesty, probably end the episode. Let's go to camp, pull a nice long rest, and lake. Alright, camp it is. Don't you dare, Halsin. I'm trying to sleep. Okay, that's a great relief. What? Yeah, let's make sure we're rested before we do that. And let's hope nothing really bad happens. You know what? Let's have some cookies, right? You know what? 4 of us? Sure. Have a... Why sourdough? It tastes revolting. 10 Neogi claws? Sure, I mean, everyone's eating, right? So, Lae'zel will enjoy that. Let's try and get something healthy in here. By which I don't mean a fragrant fungus stew. Okay, if we go carrot. Couple of potatoes. And probably a 4-point fish. 4-point fish. And now we see if our rest is interrupted by anything. Alright, well that brings us to the end of what is probably a somewhat lengthy episode. See, at least she's walking back to her tent. What about you two? Are you not moving? Alright, Lakeshore. Well, that'll probably be for next time then. I kind of want to let these two make it back to their tents safely before stopping, just so they're not mid-walk next time. She is back. And he's nearly back. This thing with house in here apparently gave one of my friends a really hard time. It was an absolute nightmare, so I am not looking forwards to it. And with that, I will end the episode. It's been a pretty long one. Hope you all enjoy it, and I'll look forward to seeing you all next time. I'll say goodbye for now though, and see you all later on. Cheerio everyone.